Celebrating 200 years of history, Illinois' bicentennial coming up on December 3rd, 2018. And for the next year, newspapers all across the state contributing stories to look back at the biggest moments from Illinois' past. In today's Daily Herald, the paper looks at how the state got its borders and how Chicago almost ended up being a part of Wisconsin. Meg Wislak is from the Daily Herald. He's going to tell us all about it. Good to see you, Meg.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
So let's talk about this project, first of all, the newspapers are doing.
This is a collaboration between dozens of newspapers. We'll be producing 50-plus stories over the next year in the lead up to the December 3rd, 2018 anniversary.
So the big one.
Yes. We'll be examining, not just us, but others, will be examining various issues about the people and places in Illinois.
So this one we're talking about, Chicago, Wisconsin, almost. Could have been.
Could have, would have, should have, right? Actually, when Illinois applied for statehood, the line was supposed to be the southern tip of Lake Michigan. So if you draw that across, you're in Orland Park, pretty much.
Yeah, gotcha. Right.
East and west to the Mississippi. But Nathaniel Pope was the delegate to Congress then, for Illinois was a territory. He was the main guy who made the case for statehood. He argued that it should be further north so that Illinois had a footprint on the Great Lakes.
On the lakes, yeah.
On Lake Michigan as a future center of commerce.
And so Chicago was, you said it was nothing virtually at this time. It wasn't like they were just trying to get the city of Chicago in
there. Chicago became the port because of the Chicago River. But at the time, there was virtually nothing here, like trappers and whatnot. Chicago didn't start to really grow until about 1837 when it was incorporated. And then subsequently, the canal was constructed to the Illinois and onto the Mississippi.
So when Wisconsin finally got in, did they try to go back and get
No.
Chicago? Was it too late at that point?
Oh, it was too late. No, it was, there was some rumblings among the local politicians, but really nothing came of it. And it just set Wisconsin's statehood back about 30 years.
Really? I think this is fascinating because we were talking about as well. Initially, with the colonies and so forth, there were no really western boundaries, I suppose. They could have gone all the way. We could have actually been, what, part of Connecticut?
Connecticut or Virginia. At one time, we were part of Indiana Territory, and actually, at one time, the Illinois Territory went up to what is now the tip of northern Wisconsin.
Wow.
But there were rules in place, and so when we applied for statehood, the rule was that the southern tip of the lake was going to be the boundary.
So, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
So how big a deal was it that Chicago had that access to the lake?
Well, at the time, the Erie Canal was being built in New York, and so that opened up the Great Lakes shipping channels to all the states. And it really made things take off here.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Well, this is a fascinating project. I really like this one. Thank you so much, Rick.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate you coming by. Always love talking to you. You can read the full story in today's Daily Herald or online at herald.com. We appreciate it. It's good reading. We'll be right back.